Bloodbath is the most popular user-created Geometry Dash level in the game. It is also easily the most successful mega collab in GD history. And as a certified Bloodbath pro, bro seriously, just let me beat the level. I have 91% and 88 twice. I think that's enough, bro. I decided to rank every part in Bloodbath, starting with number 11. Now Etzer's part is easily my least favorite part in Bloodbath. Let's start with the decoration, which had a harder fall off than the Megamind series. The decoration starts off okay, and then as soon as it gets to the ship, it becomes worse than the average recent tab level. The fake spikes in the glow actually look so bad. Now let's get to the more important issue, the gameplay. This UFO at the beginning is pretty bad, but at least it's not that hard. The 4 clicks at the start are pretty difficult though. However, the ship is some of the most god-awful gameplay of all time. That yellow orb into the straight fly is genuinely so annoying. I even hate this part so much that I made a diss track for it.
Yeah. Your part in Bloodbath so trash it pays me every time I crash. The deco's really bad, yes I am the Giga Chad, and it makes me very sad. I don't care what you had, your part is really bad.
Anyway, let's move on to number 10. Now Riot's part is very different from the rest of the parts in Bloodbath, that being because it is only 1 click. For that reason it can't go any higher on the list, but it has pretty good decoration at least. Havoc's part is on the shorter side, but isn't as short as some of the other parts in Bloodbath. The decoration in Havoc's part isn't terrible, but it isn't very good either. I personally am not a fan of the block design in the UFO or ball parts, and I don't really understand why the blocks in the wave part are hollow, but there's definitely worse decoration out there. The ball gameplay is pretty fun, but I don't like the UFO gameplay very much, and the wave gameplay is decent, but very basic. Anyway, let's move on to number 8. Now Vermilion's part is one of the longest parts in Bloodbath. The decoration in the ship part is pretty decent, except for the giant mountains taking up half the screen without any decoration. I personally like the decoration in the ball a lot more, but the block design isn't my favorite. I find the ship gameplay to be very fun once you learn it, but the ball gameplay is genuinely so repetitive. If the ball gameplay were actually half decent, maybe this part wouldn't be so low on the list, because everything except the ball gameplay is very solid. Now let's move on to number 7. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I put Giron so high up. Something about the ship gameplay is so satisfying to me, and I normally hate ship gameplay with orbs. The decoration for the ship is basically the same as the wave and Havoc's part, but I do think the decoration in the cube is very solid. However, the gameplay in the cube is very annoying in my opinion. I think that the only part of the ship I don't like is the downward straight fly at the start and the yellow orb right after, but the rest is very solid. Let's move on to number 6. Asonic Men's part is the longest part in Bloodbath. It is also the second easiest part in Bloodbath, easiest being Riot's. I personally don't hate this part, but I don't love it either. I love how the UFO looks so menacing with all the saws, but it's actually insanely easy. The UFO gameplay is decent at best, and the UFO decoration is also decent at best. The ball part has one kinda difficult timing at the start, and some fairly high CPS blue orb spam, which I find very fun for some reason. I also think the decoration in the ball is pretty good. Now let's move on to number 5. Vasium's part is in my opinion one of the best decorated parts in Bloodbath. I love how it becomes gray with the dark red chain standing out. I also like the little brick walls scattered in the background. I do think the gameplay is pretty decent, but very basic at parts. The ship is very basic, but I do find the wave gameplay to be very fun. The UFO is mostly pretty good, but it does have some annoying hitboxes at times, mainly when entering the T-Corp times. Now let's go to number 4. Now GG Boy's part is also very well decorated in my opinion. Once again, I love the use of the bricks, and I think the chains inside the blocks are also a very nice touch. The gameplay is also very fun for the most part. I really do hate the transition into the straight fly, but the rest of the ball gameplay is very satisfying to play. Now let's get into the top 3. Taking the bronze medal at number 3, we have Wio Tio's part. Now I promise I didn't pick this part just because of how goated of a username Wio Tio is. I actually really love the decoration in this part. Unlike some parts, the glow in the beginning ship actually looks really good. I also like the decoration in the ball and the fast ship. but not as much because I really like the block design in the first part. This part is also a very good intro to the level, with the tight slow ship gameplay quickly turning into a 3x speed straight fly. The main thing holding this part back is the gameplay in the ball. I think it just isn't very fun, and I hate how you have to spam quickly, but if you can spam a little bit too quickly, then you die. Okay, I know a lot of people hate this part, but I am on PC and I have CBF, so I'm very biased because straight fly is a lot easier on PC with CBF. Also, I find the fast-paced ship gameplay to be very fun. I also think the decoration is pretty good. While it's definitely not the best decoration in Bloodbath, I think it has better decoration than parts like Asonic Men and Havoc. However, the gameplay is why it is in second for me, not the decoration. I do understand why people hate this part though. Now let's move on to the number 1 part in Bloodbath. Okay, please let me explain myself. I know Michigan is undoubtedly the hardest part in Bloodbath, and I know that some people hate the gameplay. But I personally find the gameplay in Michigan's part to be extremely fun. The only part I don't really like is a UFO and the transition into the ship, but the straight fly is perfectly fine. I also think this part just has aura. I love the way it becomes a tight corridor, and I really like the torches in the background. I don't really mind the mountains as much in this part, because they actually blend in really well. I also like the spike decoration in this part. I can definitely see why people do not like this part, but I like timings-based gameplay, and personally, I do love this part. Anyway, because I recently beat Bloodbath, I'm gonna put on my completion with the ranking for each part in the corner. I beat it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I did it! I did it! I did it! Oh my god! Finally! Oh! Oh my days! Oh! Oh, I did it! I did it! GG! Finally! Yo! Oh my days, if I had a heart rate monitor, it would be up to like 180, bro, I swear. Oh. What? Yo! Oh! Holy, two extremes done. Oh my god.